is Dr. Tara Dawson, physical therapist with Body One Physical Therapy. We're starting week 2 of our injury prevention program for runners. So this week we're going to be talking about the importance of good ankle mobility as a runner. So if you lack any type of ankle motion, it can affect the way that your running pattern works. So if you don't have enough ankle mobility, you can basically compensate in your running pattern and put stress on different areas of your body and different joints. So we want to make sure that all runners have proper ankle mobility. I'll show you a way that you can self-screen at home for good ankle mobility. All right, so for this screening test at home, what you're going to need is a tape measure, and you want it to be measured in centimeters. So what you're going to do is put a tape measure up against the wall. What you're going to do is kind of lunge forward. So basically, you're going to start with your toes at the wall. You're going to slowly work your toe away from the wall. What you want to do is keep your heel down of the front leg and then try to lunge forward, and you want to be able to touch your knee to the wall. So you're going to slowly work your way backwards and find that sweet spot where you can keep your heel down but still touch your knee to the wall. So for me, that point is about right here, and we're testing the front leg. So you want to do that test on both sides and measure how far your toe is from the wall on each side. What you want is a no more than 1.5 centimeter difference between each side. So asymmetries in your ankle mobility can definitely put you at increased risk for injury. So if you have a lack of ankle mobility on one side more than the other, let's talk about ways to correct that and improve your ankle mobility. So there are many reasons why someone doesn't have proper ankle mobility. So today we'll be talking about muscular tightness as a reason for not having good ankle mobility. So your calf muscles are made up of 2 different muscle groups. So you have your gastroc and your soleus. One of those muscles crosses your knee and the other one does not. So in order to properly stretch your calves, you need to make sure that you're stretching both with your knee bent and straight. So today we'll start with this gastroc stretch. It's a pretty common one that you might have seen. So you're basically going to try to lunge forward towards the wall, keeping the knee straight here and keeping the heel down. So with that stretch, you should feel a pretty good stretch here in the back of your calf. You shouldn't have any pain with this exercise, and you should feel a gentle to moderate stretch. So that's probably an exercise or stretch that many runners have done before, but I think sometimes what runners miss is the soleus, or the muscle in your calf that's a little bit deeper. So in order to stretch that one, you're going to go into that same position as the gastroc stretch, but now what you're going to do is bend at the knee. So you're going to try to drive the knee down towards the ground. This is going to change the way that stretch feels a little bit. So now what you should feel is that stretch kind of migrate down your leg just a little bit more. And you might feel it even more into your Achilles tendon. So in order to properly stretch the calves, you want to make sure that you're targeting both muscle groups. All right, so in order to stretch properly, you want to hold these stretches for about 45 to 60 seconds and perform them 2 or 3 different times. And these should be performed after a nice warm-up for running, and then also after your run as well, to help promote proper ankle mobility. All right, thank you for joining us for week 2 of our injury prevention program for runners. And as always, if you had pain or discomfort with any of the exercises that I showed you today, or have a big asymmetry in your ankle mobility, it's probably best if you get a consult here with one of our physical therapists at Body One. So call for a free injury screen, or if you'd like to have an initial evaluation scheduled with us, we would love to see you and help promote better ankle mobility. Have a great week, and thank you for joining us for week 2 of our injury prevention program for runners.